So, in today's session, we are going to discuss about onChange line script use cases. Okay. I will give you one example so that you will be able to understand it better. We'll go to the shipping case form. Hmm, Recording is started. Okay. I am going to the shipping case form. I think onload client script example I have told in a different instance, right? Different instance. That means different personal developer instance. I didn't use mine. Hmm? Okay. Let me create 3 fields on the form. Email, location, department. Email, location, okay. As per our yesterday's requirement, whenever the form is loaded, in the caller field, current logged in user should be populated. And in the email field, current logged in user email, current logged in user location, current logged in user department should be populated. See, for now, current logged in user name is getting populated from the default value. There is a default value that we set up here, right? We can populate it from the default value, or we can populate it from the script also. See, use dynamic default. We have used default value. That is why current logged in username is getting populated automatically. If you uncheck this checkbox, you can also write a script, onload client script. If it is a new form, populate the current logged in user email, location, department. That is what we learned in our last session, right? Hmm? Okay. We'll write the same requirement again. Hmm? So then I am creating a onload client script. Okay. Where G underscore form dot get reference. Get reference. Here the field name of the caller is U underscore caller. So here you have to use callback. Callback function name can be any name. You can define any name. Okay. Caller dot email. Caller dot location. Sorry. Caller dot department. Okay. If it is a new form, okay. Now I'm refreshing the form. The onload client script will run. The caller email location department is getting populated. First form is loading, then values are coming. Observe this one. First form is loading, then values are coming. This is actually on the form load. Now I am changing it to some different person here. I am changing it to this particular Akil Sai. Akil Sai. So when I change this caller email also should change, right? Caller department also should change, right? Caller location and department also should change, right? Then I have to write the script in the onChange client script. So every time when you change the caller, the email, caller location, caller department should be populated here. Caller email, caller location, caller department should be populated here. When I select Akshay here, Akshay email, Akshay location, Akshay department should be populated. Okay. For this one, I am writing onChange client script on the caller field. Okay. So I am deactivating this onload client script. I am deactivating this onload client script. There is no onload client script running on this particular form. Okay. I have to show you the proof, guys. Is there any client script active here? No. Now I am creating onChange client script here on the caller field. Whenever you change the value on the color field, the onChange client script will run. Okay. Populate color values. I am selecting onChange here. This onChange client script should also work on the onload, means this condition should be removed, so that it will work as onload client script as well as onChange client script. Okay. Where color is equal to g underscore form dot get reference u underscore color the callback function name, any name you can. Okay. So that it will work on the form load. Okay, okay. Field name we have to select. Very good. It should be color here. It should be color here. That is a common mistake that we do. Now I am just loading the form, guys. Current logged in user name is populated. Current logged in user email location department is populated from the onChange client script. Remember, there is no onload client script active now. The onChange client script is acting now as onload client script now. I am changing the value from Uday Gadiparthi to Akhil Sai here. Akhil Sai email address is populated here, location is populated here, and department is populated here. I am changing the value now in Aline email address, Aline location, and Aline department is populated here. When I make it empty, when I make it empty, okay, this value should become empty, but it is showing as undefined. It is showing as undefined. So what we have to do is, when the caller value is empty, if new value means selected value, equal to empty. And then what you will do, g underscore form dot here value. Okay. So when the new value is empty, it will clear all the field values. It will stop the script execution here. This return line will stop the script execution here. If it is not new value, this script will be executed. Getting my point? New value means selected value. So I'm just refreshing this one. Okay. So caller, email, location, department is getting populated. Now I am changing the value in the caller field to Akhil Sai. Akhil Sai email address, location, department is populated automatically. In email address, location, and department is getting populated automatically. So now I am making caller as empty here. The field values are empty, right? I cleared, right? Clear. Getting my point? Okay. Now I will tell you one very important thing. Okay. Now I will tell you one very important thing. We did discuss about UI policies. Do you remember? Whenever we select the state as resolved, the resolution code and node should become mandatory. So that is here, whenever we change the value, that is happening. Whenever we change the value in the state field, the resolution code and nodes are getting mandatory. So this requirement we are able to achieve it using UI policies. Same requirement we are able to achieve it using onChange client script also. So there is a UI policy, right? I am going to deactivate that UI policy. I am going to deactivate that UI policy. Right click, configure UI policy. UI policy active false. Okay. So I am making state as resolved here. Still it is getting mandatory means data policy is running, I believe. No. For UI policies, we deactivated. We deactivated the UI policies. There must be a data policy. I am not wrong always. I am wrong sometimes. Okay, when the state is resolved, the resolution code and node should become mandatory. That is what actually is the requirement. Hmm? Same requirement, we are able to achieve it using UI policy. Now I am going to achieve it using onChange line script, guys. Okay. Right click, configure client scripts. onChange client script on state field. Okay, understand? If new value means selected value. In place of new value, you can also take g underscore form dot get value u underscore state also. Both are same. So resolved state field value is resolved. Equal to resolved. Okay. New value equal to resolved. Okay. Then what I have to do? I have to make resolution codes mandatory, resolution notes mandatory. If not, I have to make non-mandatory. How to make a field mandatory? G underscore form dot name comma. Okay. Okay. So this onChange client script should also work on the form load. Then you can remove this is loading here. If it is empty, understand? Go to the form and refresh this one. Are these mandatory? No. Now the state is not resolved, right? I am making the state as resolved. These become mandatory, right? I am making it to state as non-mandatory. I mean, state as in progress again. It is working same as UI policy. Then which one we have to use? Which one we have to use? Remember this point, guys. When the form is opened, the scripts will be executed in an order. When the form is opened, the script will be executed in an order. When the form is opened, first dictionary properties will be executed. Dictionary properties will run like default values, mandatory, read only, those things will be executed first. After that, onload client script will run first. After that, onload UI policy will run. Third, onChange client script will run. Fourth, onChange UI policy will run. See, you will open the form, guys. When you open the form, first onload client script will run, then onload UI policy will run, onChange client script will run, then onChange UI policy will run. So which one are actually running first? Which one is actually running last? Are client scripts running first, or are UI policies running first? So client scripts are running first. UI policies are running last. Okay. Client scripts are running first. UI policies are running last. Okay. As UI policies are running last, it is best practice to use UI policies. And UI policies doesn't require scripting as well. Two reasons. Is it good practice to go for UI policy or client script means? You have to tell this answer. When the form gets loaded, scripts will be executed in an order. First, the client scripts will run. In the last, UI policies will run. So it is best practice to go for UI policies instead of client scripts, because UI policies will run in the end. And also UI policies doesn't require scripting. Okay. Now I will tell you how the script execution order will work. Okay. I am taking one field here, guys. External emails. This field I am making mandatory using client script. I am just creating a client script. Onload or onChange client script. Onload client script I am creating. I am making this particular field mandatory. Okay. D underscore form dot set mandatory field name, comma, true. First of all, this field is actually non-mandatory. You are making this field mandatory using client script. Okay. Now I am creating a UI policy. Right click, configure UI policy. Using this UI policy, no condition. The onload it will run. Okay. I am making external emails fields non-mandatory. Mandatory forms. Okay. Now I load the form. I load the form. First, when you load the form, It will be non-mandatory. Client script will run. It will make that mandatory. UI policy will run. UI policy will make this non-mandatory. Finally, whatever the UI policy is doing, that is the final result. You're getting my point? That is why, as UI policies are running in the end, it is best practice to go for UI policies. See, when I load the form, what has happened? First, onload client script has run. That is trying to make it mandatory. Immediately after that, UI policy is running. UI policy is making that field non-mandatory. This question will be asked in the interviews. Clear, right? Why is it good practice to go for? Okay. So you told UI policy is a good practice. Then why do we need a onChange client script? We discussed first scenario, right? Whenever the caller value is populated, whenever the caller value is changed, the caller email location details should be populated. For this requirement, onChange client script is good practice. We'll try to achieve the same requirement using UI policy also, if it is possible or not. Yeah, even we do have UI policies have scripts also. Okay. Right click, configure. Yeah, I'll tell you that, guys. I'm trying to achieve the populating the color values using UI policy. If that is feasible or not, we'll see here. So there is no operator here. Color changes. Color changes. Whenever the color changes, the onChange client script will run. Okay. So this requirement you can't achieve it using UI policy. Populating the color value. That requirement you can't achieve it using UI policy. Is there any changes option here? Hmm? Whenever the color is not empty. Hmm? If it is true, now whenever the color is not empty, this condition will be executed. Whenever the color is empty, this will be executed. See, whenever the color is not empty, this color is not empty, this script will run. And the color is empty, this script will run. I just created a UI policy. We'll see how exactly it is working. Now the color is not empty on the form node, right? Color is not empty. Default value is there. So it should populate email location department. Did I deactivate this one? I'm deactivating this one first. Okay. The UI policy, through the UI policy, we are actually populating these values. Now I am changing the value to Akhil Sai. So are these values are changed? So if you make it empty, it will work. Okay. If you change this value, it will work for the first time. Okay. Now I am changing the value here again, Akhil Sai. Is it changing? Is it working properly? It is working same as on change client script? No, right? What do you say, guys? Then which one do you choose in this case? On change client script. See, first of all, when a requirement has come, we should try with the UI policy. That is the law. When requirement comes, you should try with the UI policy first. If that is not feasible using UI policy, that must be feasible using on-change client script. That must be feasible using on-change client script. Okay. Well, where is this UI policy? So in the UI policy, if we have anything changes option here, we don't have any changes option. Okay. So then it is not possible. Okay. Is dynamic is different. It's a different thing. That will I'll tell you separately. Okay. Yeah. I'm deactivating this one. I am activating this one. Okay. See, any requirement on the field value change, if something should happen means, first we should try with the UI policy. If that is not possible using UI policy, then you have to go for on-change client script. So using on-change client script, definitely you should be able to achieve it. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now we will discuss the another requirement. Hmm? We have configuration item here. We have configuration item here. So configuration item is a reference field. It is a reference field. So this configuration item has associated support group and assigned to member. This support group should be automatically populated here in the assignment group. Okay. This assigned to should be automatically populated in the assigned to if there is any assigned to. Okay, this configuration item has support group, right? This support group should be populated in the assigned to. So whenever you select the configuration item, Whenever you select the configuration item, okay, okay, the configuration item associated support group should be populated in the assignment group. Okay. So as soon as you change the configuration item here, as soon as you change the configuration item here, the configuration item related assignment group should be populated in the assignment group. So this doesn't have support group, no assignment group. That means I am writing onChange client script on the configuration item field here. OnChange client script on the configuration item. Okay. You should work on the form load also, and I am removing this one. If it is new value is the selected value is empty, g underscore form dot here value assignment group. Okay. G underscore form dot get reference better to copy rather than CA dot support group. This field name is support group, support underscore group, support underscore group. The associated assignment group is public. If you make it empty, the value will be cleared. Getting my point? So that's all actually about onChange client scripts. For today, we'll be discussing few more onChange client scripts in tomorrow session. In tomorrow we'll have a session. Okay, we'll have a session tomorrow. That is actually which topic and all I'll finalize. Tomorrow we'll have a session. Okay. Now I am allowing you to ask your questions, guys. You can ask your questions now. So you guys are clear, right? When exactly the onChange line script is running and all, how exactly the onChange line script is running on the onload and all.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, please.
Hello. Sir, one doubt, sir. What is the major difference between UAE policy and client script, sir?
Yeah, as I told you, um, in place of client scripts, we use UI policies. Okay. See, there is no much difference, guys. In place of client scripts, we'll use UI policies. When the form gets loaded, first client scripts will run, then UI policies will run. If a requirement, see, as I told you already, UI policies are used to make fields mandatory, read only, show or hide the fields at certain condition in the client side. Okay. Same thing, you can also do it using client script also. At certain condition, you can make fields mandatory, read only, show or hide the fields related list at certain condition also. UI policies can also be used. Client scripts also can be used. Okay. If something you can achieve it using UI policy, you better achieve it using UI policy. If that is not visible using UI policy, achieve it using client script. No much difference. Getting my point? In other words, UI policies are replacement of client scripts. In place of client scripts, we use UI policies. That's it. Getting my point? In place of client scripts, we use UI policies. First, when the form gets loaded, client scripts will run, then UI policies will run. If something can be achieved using UI policies, better achieve it using UI policies. Did I answer you? Everyone?
Yeah, yes, Uday, and I have one small doubt.
Yeah.
Suppose I wrote 10 lines of script,
Hmm.
but here we have the implemented only 2 to 3 lines. It's good, but I
Hmm.
have wrote for 10 lines or 20 lines. How
Hmm.
can we find? I mean, there is no any issue. I need to know the flow, right? This line is executed, this line is executed. Do we have any way like that we are able to find the script execution?
I didn't understand your question here.
Yeah, actually, I write the script.
Hmm.
Nearly 10 lines, 20 lines I have executed, but I
Let
didn't
us
get the
say,
proper
let us say
output.
this one. Let's say this one.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes,
So we have
uh,
here
yeah,
lines of script is there. Hmm.
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, suppose in the fifth line or sixth line, way of the execution I need to see. Is it possible for here? This line is executed like this. Is there any way?
Which line is executed and all?
Yeah, suppose on change event it is came coming
Hmm.
to the new value. New value is empty. Then 4, 5, 6 lines are executed.
Hmm.
And if
Hmm.
new value is not empty, below lines are execution. Execution flow. I mean, execution flow. Are we able to see while debugging like that? The debugging way is there here.
Yeah, definitely there is a debugging way. Okay.
Yeah.
You can use console.log. So using
Okay.
console.log is not a good practice. You can keep some alerts.
Okay.
You can keep some JS logs. There is a
Okay.
debugging method. Definitely there is a debugging method.
Okay.
How to debug it and all, I'll tell you in 1 or 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us say uh, only till this particular line it is executing. Why this line is not executed and all? We can debug it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There are some debugging methods. Yes, we'll be discussing that
Okay.
in tomorrow session, or maybe not tomorrow session. Maybe in 1 or 2 sessions.
Yeah, and another thing, actually we have implemented different things. Client script we have implemented, UI policies we have implemented. But the problem is, yesterday I have pinged in the post. Actually, somewhere I have hide the email icon and email control. But while running the code, I mean, if I am opening the form, that control is I am unable to see. Is it possible to see where we are hiding that control? Is there any way, instead of going to the UI policy individually, instead of going to the script individually?
Which one you are pointing?
Yeah, actually, yesterday WhatsApp and they previously before 3 weeks, I have created the shipping case and I have implemented some functionality like a hide and show functionality. I have implemented in the script.
Which one you are hiding?
Yeah, email control is I am hiding.
This field you are hiding?
Yes, that field is hiding. But the problem is I am only implemented that functionality. In one of the script I have implemented, but unfortunately I forgot. Somewhere I have implemented a functionality for hiding. While I am opening the screen, I am unable to see that control.
You are unable to see that field?
Yes, unable to see that field. Is it any way where we have hidden and where these references we are used for hide and show functionality in the scripts or policies, UI policies we have implemented?
Yes, very good question.
Instead of open everything, I need to go individually, right? If I have the 10 scripts, I need to go to the 10 scripts and I need to check. Otherwise, UI policies also I need to go and I need to check in UI policies also.
I understand your question, Anil. Let me answer you. So, firstly, the question here is he is actually trying to hide this field. Okay. Which script is hiding it? Is and all you want to identify it. So, first of all, you need to understand where all the possible places this field can be hidden. So, let us say from the form. One thing. From the form, you can remove it from the form. That is one thing. Using client scripts, you can hide it. Using UI policies, you can hide it. These are the 3 ways you can hide it. Using data policies also, you can. I don't think you can using data policies you can hide it. Only using these 3 ways you can hide it. We can't hide it using data policies. Remember. Okay. So first imagine you go to the client scripts. You go to the client scripts. You take this particular field name. You take this particular field name. Go to the client script. You open this filter. Use end condition. Script contains this particular field name. So that you can figure it out, right? Anil?
Yes.
You can utilize this filter option. Suppose if it is hiding, there is no client script with this particular field in the script. That means no client script is actually controlling this particular field. If no record found, no client script is controlling it. Understand? Then you should go for UI policies. Right click, configure UI policies. So guys, here in the UI policies, you need to dig more deeper. In the UI policies, you have to check the condition here first. You have to check the condition because you are hiding the field using UI policy actions, not using UI policies. You are hiding the fields using UI policy actions. The UI policy actions are these guys. These are UI policies. So UI policy actions means in the top below, we are creating, right? So these are actually UI policy actions. Okay. So in the UI policy actions, you have to check that. Field name is this one. You have to check UI policy actions. UI policy actions table name is _UI _ policy _ action. Okay, first you have to check it in the form design, then client scripts, then UI policies, UI policy actions. Okay. Did I answer your question, Anil?
Yes, Uday.
Okay.
And another thing, Uday, yesterday you are showing about the attachment thing, right? Attachment, actually, we are able to see the on top of the screen. Suppose, as per my requirement, we have the different sections, right? Like related list, and we have the different sections here, like notes or recorders. Is it possible to keep the attachment? I need to keep the attachment in the up top of the screen as well as in this section also. Is it possible?
Yes. There is nothing impossible in ServiceNow.
Okay.
So that is where UI macros concept will come into picture.
Okay.
Okay. That is where UI
Yeah.
macros concept will come into picture. Using UI macros, you can actually create a field which will actually make the attachment mandatory. You should attach a attachment here so that you can attach it to this particular record. And see
Okay.
here if there is any type of field called attachment type and check.
Okay.
Do we have any
Yeah,
field?
sorry to ask you. These are silly questions to you, but
No,
I need
I'm
to
not.
have
No,
some
no, no,
doubts.
no. I'm good that you are asking this question. No, no question is silly question. Neil, whatever you are asking, those are valid. Don't take it like that, okay?
Okay.
Good that you are opening your mouth and asking your questions. Okay, here also, from here also you can attach an attachment.
Okay. Somewhere you have added the word. Okay. Understood now. Yeah, directly if we want to hide and show, we need to pass the control. I mean, label name we need to pass, right? Attachment here we will have the different name. U
Yeah.
underscore something attachment is there. We need to pass that control name, and based on that one, we are able to hide and show.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I have
Yes.
to attach multiple attachments here? Then we have to go for alternative way, UI macros concept.
Okay.
Here you are able to attach only one attachment, right?
Yes.
What if I have to attach multiple attachments?
Yeah,
Then
just now
that
you
is where,
told me macros are there. And the same thing, Uday, maybe just now because of your answer, I need to ask one question. Maybe one user maybe belongs to different departments, right? That is concept is also available here in the department. We are able to select for only one department, right? Finance department. Multiple, if I want to use the multiple, then also is there any different concept for that one?
I didn't understand the question.
Yeah, if the employees maybe belongs to different departments, right? More than one department.
No, employee can belong to only one department.
Okay, in the reference field, I need to select the more than one option. Then
So
how can we implement that one?
then we have a list type of field here, right? You can select more than one person here.
Oh, we need to choose the list. Okay, okay. Oh, sorry, Uday. Yes, it's correct.
I told you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then
Okay, thank you.
we'll connect in tomorrow session also, okay?
Okay.
Thank you guys. Then we'll see you there in tomorrow session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.